Hey, Barrie and area homeowners, so you're thinking of taking the reins and selling your house yourself without the use of a real estate agent. Well, it seems like a fantastic way to save some money, and that is understandable. But before we jump in, it's crucial that you must be aware of some of the risks that happen, because here at Team Keogh at Remax, we want to make sure that you are successful. So before we get into that, hit that subscribe button so that you can get more information. Hit that like button because that really helps as well. And if you hit that notification bell, you'll be kept up to date on all of our latest content that we put out. So here at Team Keogh, we want to make sure, as I said, that you succeed. So let's walk through a couple of the risks that you need to consider when you're selling your home on your own in our local market. So if you're doing that yourself, it's called for sale by owner, or FSBO as we call it. Now, the idea of that is that you're going to save yourself money on the commission fees. Now, many homeowners think that why not keep that money for yourself? And I agree, it is a valid question, but it's vital to understand that the work involved and the potential pitfalls that you might end up facing. So one of the biggest challenges you have right off the bat is pricing your home. How do you price it correctly? Well, setting the right price is probably 99% of the marketing, really, because if it's not priced well, it's not going to sell. So if you take your Barrie home and you price it too high, you're going to scare away some potential buyers, and it's going to sit on the market. The longer a property's on the market, the less money it will receive. On the flip side, if you put it too low, you could be leaving thousands of dollars on the table. Now, there are tools out there that will give you a rough idea of your property, but it doesn't really take into effect all of the upgrades and that sort of thing. The benefit of using a local real estate agent is they know the market. They're into the market. They do what's called a CMA, a comparative market analysis, where we take the recent sales, active listings, and properties that haven't sold, which is valuable information as well, and give you a market evaluation based on recent sales. So a local real estate agent that is experienced and in the market will have their thumb on the pulse of what's going on and be able to give you an accurate price on your home. The other thing is, when an offer comes in, what about the terms and conditions? There could be an inspection clause, and is there something in the inspection clause that you ultimately will end up having to pay for if you don't have the proper advice? Financing. Are the people coming into your home qualified? A real estate agent is going to help you through those different things. Marketing. Are you missing out on the best marketing? Taking and just putting your house, a few pictures up on Kijiji or Facebook or anything like that isn't really going to get you the most amount of showings and activity. There are property companies out there right now that will take and list your property for a fee on MLS, but most of them, they put it on and that's it. You are responsible for everything else. You still have to do your own showings, offers, etc. There are a couple that offer services, but again, you're the one doing all of the work. Negotiations. Negotiations can be very tricky, and what happens is you personally, as the owner of the house, are negotiating with the buyer, right? And sometimes it gets a little bit heated, or maybe there's a few things that they want that you're not prepared to give up, etc. So a real estate agent will act as a buffer for you. So it's not personal. And what it boils down to then is you've got someone acting on your behalf and on your best interests. The other thing that you have to worry, the time consumption of it. So you've got to organize showings, you've got to organize pictures, you've got to organize pretty much everything. You got lawyers to take care of. You've got to be available for phone calls, for emails, because literally, if you don't respond back to people within the first 3 to 5 minutes of them reaching out to you, they've already moved on to something else. So the other problem is legal fees. Like what's the word I'm looking for? The paperwork and everything that's required, you're going to need to hire a lawyer anyway to close a transaction. Anywhere in Ontario, you have to have a lawyer to close the deal. So, they've got requisition dates, they've got condition dates. If your offer is conditional on financing and inspection, who's going to monitor that and make sure that those dates are met, and that when it comes time to close it, you actually have a deal that can close. So going back to that, ultimately you're trying to save commission, right? What most people do when they come into a for sale by owner is they take the commission off of the purchase price anyway. So, if you're offering $800,000, they're going to take the commission off that. So really the mindset of the buyers coming into for sale by owners is that they're knocking the commission off of the price anyway. So Other things, scammers, right? Where that's big in today, scammers, whether it be the deposit or, maybe they're creating fraud and it's not them that's doing it. You've heard of mortgage fraud, etc. In the past, it's happened a fair bit. So something else that you need to be aware of. So understanding this, that selling your home is a significant undertaking, guys. While the idea of saving the money on the commission actually is very tempting, it's essential, though, that you understand that there is substantial risk if you decide to go it alone. You might end up with less money ultimately in your pocket because maybe you've missed that right buyer, or a situation maybe you haven't negotiated well enough, it's gotten personal. So there are factors that will affect the end dollar that you will receive. Whereas if you get an experienced real estate agent, even though you're paying commission, you may end up making more money because they know how to market your property, they know the proper pricing, they know where to find the clients. So ultimately, if you use a good qualified real estate agent, I'll pretty much guarantee that you're going to net the most amount of money in the transaction. So we handle all the details, right, from start to finish. We get your home staged, we get professional photographers in there, we answer all ad calls, we book showings, we open houses, feature sheets, on and on and on, adding value and ultimately probably getting you more money for your house than if you were to do it on your own. So, ready to sell your house in Barrie and area, guys? Don't take unnecessary risks. Contact Team Keogh at RE/MAX today for expert advice and guidance on a smooth selling experience. And if you have any questions at all, please reach out. We're here to help and navigate the Barrie real estate market and help make your real estate goals a reality. Enjoy your day.